You don't like podcasts, where we have conversations you don't like that need to be had.
And your mama know. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit. What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. We out here. We out here. I'm outside. Okay. I'm outside. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Come on, shake some. Hey, get your employees.
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
It's guns in here.
All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires. I smell some weed in the car, so our procedures, we got to check it. Is there anything else that I need to be aware of?
Man, I don't want y'all to check the car.
I can't hear you.
I don't want y'all to search the car.
Well, I understand that, but if I smell weed, that's probable cause to search the vehicle.
You're not gonna find nothing. You're gonna find my guns.
Just multiple guns?
I got a stick, an AR.
I gotcha.
That's it. You can, I'm telling you not to search it, but if you do search it, you're not gonna find it.
Yeah, man, I got a job to do. So, all right, just hang tight for me, and I'll let you know what dispatch says.
Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmama, his ass going to prison. If he goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had that conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
T.I.'s 19-year-old son arrested in Dunwoody over failure to appear warrant. The 19-year-old son of Atlanta rapper and actor T.I. was arrested earlier this week in Dunwoody. Investigators said King Harris pulled out in front of a Dunwoody police officer as they were coming out of a gas station, nearly hitting the officer's cruiser. The officer then turned on their lights, turned the car around, and pulled over the BMW that Harris was driving. According to the incident report, when the officer approached the car, they could smell the odor of marijuana coming from it. As the officer spoke to Harris, they noticed he had a gun on his hip. So the officer asked him to put his hands on the steering wheel. As the officer was checking out Harris's information, they learned that he was wanted in Pickens County for a failure to appear. So this all happened. This was in October of 2024. And of course, it hasn't went away. Like, he still gotta take care of this, you know. So we are coming up almost a year later, and I don't know about old King Harris. I don't know if he's trying to get himself together. And we've watched over the years this boy spiral out of control. So let's get into this.
I was hoping after he had a baby that it looked like to me he was trying to get it together at one point. I know he got pulled over for basically improper driving, whatever he called himself doing, but he did in front of the cop. Of course, you know, they're going to do their thing. But I feel like if you know you riding dirty or got a warrant out, you should have been cautious at all points of driving. Should have been extra cautious or not driving at all. But this is all stuff that's catching up for him. Obviously, he didn't go to court, so he wasn't responsible enough, I guess, in his eyes to do that, or he thought he was bigger than that, maybe.
Well, he said that in the video when he got arrested for the failure to appear, that he tried to play like he didn't know, like, oh, I don't know about the DUI that got dismissed. You know, he just kind of like played it off. I feel like he's just not taking things serious. I also feel like he's not. I saw a lot of lack of accountability. Like if you out here doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing, just you you want to be this man, so just be a man and accept responsibility for what you've done.
Right. Yeah, I did see that video. I forgot about that, and he did call the lawyer, and the lawyer was on it too. And I think the lawyer said that he believed they did take care of that. So I don't know where the miscommunication was on that point, but still riding with the switches and stuff like Tootie and all that, I feel like that's irresponsible, especially if you have a child.
I don't know if he had the child at that point, but he probably still doing the same thing.
I think this was pretty recent.
I mean, so did he get arrested again? Because this was in 2024. This particular incident right here.
Okay, they must have just.
But I think it's resurfacing because he's probably having court dates. It's probably like all this stuff is like, ongoing. But let me ask you this though. As a black man, will you just be openly riding around with blowing trees in the car? You got firearms in the car, and not to mention you're driving a pretty nice vehicle. Like, let's talk about how irresponsible that part of it is. Like, it's just very irresponsible.
I mean, for sure, yeah. If you blowing trees and you loud with it and you driving reckless or whatever, especially as a black man, as a black father, I know T.I. told him several times not to be riding like that. It's one thing to have a firearm responsibly, and I know, you're allowed to do that, to protect yourself responsibly. But in his case, we know how he moving, and we know he wants to paint a picture of just being this hard cold street dude when we know he not. So these are all consequences that come with that. They want to do whatever they want to do, go to a little jail and get out the next day like it's all good. But that stuff add up over time. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, eventually it's going to catch up with him.
Yeah, it catches up, and we know how erratic he can act. Is at the beginning of the video. Look at what he did with the people at the Waffle House. I was this happened a couple of years ago. I was kind of through with King then for acting like that. And I think T.I. on his show was telling him about that. So it's just the stuff King do that he acts that really he ain't got no business doing, because I know they didn't taught him better, But as a black father, you can talk to these children till you're blue in the face. Some of them just want to take their own pet, and a lot of them had to learn the hard way, and King is one of them. Hopefully it's not true that he got beaten up badly. I don't know how true that is, but if it is, this is a serious matter, and you will learn real quick in jail that folks ain't playing with you. All that stuff you do on live, Instagram or whatever social media that he choose to, people are watching that, and if they got an opportunity to catch you slipping,
they take it.
They gonna take it.
Absolutely. They absolutely are going to take it. And then, remember that video where he was getting into it with T.I. and Tiny?
Oh yeah.
If you don't have respect for your parents,
you ain't got no respect
for nobody. That's what my daddy always told me. That my daddy always said, like, if you ever get to a point where you feel you're gonna be disrespectful to your parents, you won't have no respect for anybody out here. Nobody. And people are watching that. King not dumb in that aspect. He knows he got eyes and ears on him. He knows he's doing a lot of these things for attention, but it's not the right attention. It's bad attention, So
exactly. I feel for T.I. and Tiny and his whole family, for nobody want their child to go out in that manner, to make a name for themselves in that manner, or going to jail for a long time, or getting hurt in jail, or getting their TV turned off out here because they moving reckless, just doing just doing dumb stuff. Honestly, we talked about Tootie before. Now we on King. Both of them just back and forth, and I hope they learn from these situations and basically pull back in their communities. Now they can, if hopefully neither one of them had to do years in jail, but if they do, you come out, you King got a whole baby. Now you done miss X amount of years out of your child life, and you got to make up for that. And hopefully they take these opportunities to teach the people, because just how folks looking at you and may not like you, is folks that's looking at him, younger folks looking at him and maybe admire him. So if you can come back and clean up that image and let these younger folks, to tell them this ain't the way to do it. I've been in jail for no reason, because he didn't have to get out the mud, like his parents. So doing all this for the wrong attention, for the wrong people, like, get on here and tell these people, quit hanging out with the wrong crowd, clean your image. Y'all got children out here, take care of y'all children. Quit ripping and running these streets, because end up two ways, dead or in jail.
Period.
That's gonna be to the end of time. That's never gonna change. We watch the movie Scarface, all that. What happens at the end? They up out of here, or in jail.
And this isn't a movie. This is real life.
This ain't a movie, and this is real life. But look at your real life, main hitters back in the day. That don't end well. Ain't nobody trying to spend 20, 30, 40 in a pen or in the grave. A lot of people in the grave. A lot of all these, real, the word is in the grave or in jail. You know what happened in jail. They get turned out. They come out. They spend all their time in jail. Come out weird as all get out. These folks, like, but they not telling our young people that.
And I don't understand why in our community, why do we have to experience those type of things for it to click? And it's like, oh, now I know. Okay, yeah, now you know after you didn't been to jail, after you didn't did years, you didn't did time in jail. Now you know. It shouldn't get to that point, especially for somebody like King. You didn't grow up in that environment. I know good and well he didn't grow up with those type of these are not the people that were planted in your face as to be the people that you admire and look up to. Like, your dad paved the way, became a businessman. So why did you not look to that and be like, oh, that's my inspiration. I want to be a businessman like my father. Instead, you run around here smoking, drinking, and toting firearms like you some thug, which you are not.
Yeah, he definitely not no thug. I wish he didn't go down this path. I mean, we saw T.I. go down this path, and I wish he would have learned from that. T.I. has done a lot of good things like acting and try to build his brand or whatnot. I wish he would have followed that and find his calling in life. And that's how you build generational wealth and keep it in the family for generations to come. Um, we'll keep y'all informed with this information. We'll follow the story. In the meantime, we'll catch y'all on the next one. We out.
You Don't Like podcasts, where we have conversations you don't like that need to be had.